Mount Kilimanjaro, located in Tanzania, is the highest mountain in Africa and one of the most iconic peaks in the world. Its grandeur and striking beauty have made it a popular destination for climbers and adventurers from across the globe. Towering at 5,895 meters, 19,341 feet above sea level, Kilimanjaro is a freestanding mountain, meaning it is not part of a mountain range but rises abruptly from the surrounding savanna plains. It is located in northeastern Tanzania, near the border with Kenya, and is part of Kilimanjaro National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kilimanjaro is a dormant stratovolcano with three volcanic cones, Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. Kibo is the highest and the most prominent cone, while Mawenzi and Shira are both lower and less active. The mountain summit, known as Uhuru Peak, is located on the Kibo cone. Kilimanjaro's volcanic origin is a result of tectonic forces that created a massive caldera over 500,000 years ago, and although the volcano is considered dormant, the last eruption occurred around 360,000 years ago. The mountain is renowned for its distinct climate zones, ranging from tropical at the base to glacial at the summit. Climbers can experience a variety of ecosystems as they ascend, starting with the lush, verdant rainforest, which is home to diverse wildlife, including elephants, buffaloes, and monkeys. As they climb higher, the terrain transitions into heath and moorland, with unique plants like giant groundsel and lobelia. At higher altitudes, alpine desert conditions prevail, where the landscape becomes more barren, and finally, at the summit, a polar-like climate with glaciers and snow awaits. The glaciers and ice fields on Kilimanjaro are among its most famous features. However, they have been steadily retreating due to climate change, and scientists predict they could vanish entirely within a few decades. The glaciers, which are located near the summit, are remnants of Kilimanjaro's former glacial periods and serve as a striking contrast to the surrounding hot and dry savanna. Kilimanjaro's prominence as a climbing destination is also due to its accessibility. Unlike other high peaks, it does not require technical climbing skills, making it an appealing challenge for those with limited mountaineering experience. Several established routes lead to the summit, including the Marangu, Makame, Lemisho, Rongai, and Umbwe routes, each offering a different experience and level of difficulty. The most popular route is the Makame route, known for its scenic views and diverse landscapes. The ascent to the summit is not just a physical challenge, but also a mental one, as climbers must adapt to the thinning air and altitude sickness risks. The mountain's elevation makes it necessary for climbers to take their time and acclimatize to the changing conditions to avoid altitude-related health issues, such as nausea, headaches, and fatigue. The climb usually takes between 5 to 9 days, depending on the route and the climber's experience. While Kilimanjaro is primarily known for climbing, the mountain has a rich cultural history as well. It holds great significance to the local Chaga people, who have lived on the slopes of the mountain for centuries. The Chaga have developed intricate farming systems on the mountain's fertile slopes, and their traditions are intertwined with the mountain's cultural and spiritual significance. Kilimanjaro is also an important ecological and environmental resource. The mountain's various ecosystems play a critical role in the surrounding environment, serving as a water source for the surrounding communities and wildlife. Its conservation has become increasingly important as pressures from tourism, deforestation, and climate change pose threats to its delicate ecosystems and glaciers. In addition to its natural beauty and ecological importance, Mount Kilimanjaro is a symbol of human achievement. It has inspired countless people from around the world to take on the challenge of summiting Africa's highest peak. Many notable figures, including professional climbers, philanthropists, and adventurers, have trekked to the top. In recent years, the mountain has also become a popular destination for charity treks, with people raising money for various causes by completing the climb. In conclusion, Mount Kilimanjaro is a mountain of many contrasts. Its towering presence on the African landscape, its range of ecosystems, and its challenges for climbers all contribute to its mystique. While its glaciers continue to recede due to climate change, Kilimanjaro remains a symbol of resilience and a testament to the beauty and power of nature. Kilimanjaro's cultural and spiritual significance extends beyond the local Chaga people. The mountain is deeply rooted in African folklore and has become a symbol of strength and endurance. Many believe that the mountain has mystical qualities, and it is often referenced in African poetry, music, and literature. Over the years, Kilimanjaro has captured the imagination of explorers, scientists, and adventurers who have sought to conquer its heights or study its unique environments. The mountain has also played an important role in the history of mountaineering. Early attempts to summit Kilimanjaro were made by European explorers in the late 19th century, but it was not until 1889 that the first successful ascent was made by German geographer Hans Meyer and Austrian mountaineer Ludwig Purtscheller. Their achievement sparked a wave of interest in the mountain and its challenges. Since then, Mount Kilimanjaro has become a popular climbing destination for people of all ages and backgrounds. Despite its popularity, the increasing number of visitors to Kilimanjaro has raised concerns about the impact of tourism on the environment. The high volume of climbers, along with the demand for supporting infrastructure, such as huts, toilets, and transportation, has put a strain on the mountain's fragile ecosystems. Conservation efforts have been put in place to minimize these impacts, such as the implementation of park fees and regulations to control the number of climbers, as well as the promotion of sustainable tourism practices. Moreover, there have been efforts to protect the mountain's rainforests and other natural habitats from deforestation, and to raise awareness about the effects of climate change on the glaciers. In addition to its environmental challenges, Kilimanjaro faces the issue of water scarcity. The mountain's glaciers and ice fields, which are critical sources of water for the surrounding areas, are steadily shrinking due to rising temperatures. As the glaciers continue to recede, the local communities who depend on the water they provide are facing increasingly uncertain futures. This has prompted efforts to monitor the glacier's retreat and explore alternative sources of water for the region. Kilimanjaro's climate is characterized by two main rainy seasons: the long rains from March to May and the short rains from November to December. These seasonal rains contribute to the lush vegetation on the lower slopes of the mountain, providing ample water for the surrounding farms and wildlife. However, the rainfall patterns have been affected by climate change, leading to periods of drought and erratic weather patterns that can impact agriculture and tourism. Beyond the mountain itself, Kilimanjaro's surrounding region is known for its rich biodiversity and diverse ecosystems. The lower slopes of the mountain are home to agricultural communities that rely on the fertile volcanic soil for crops like coffee, bananas, and maize. These communities have developed unique agricultural practices that make the most of the mountain's resources. Wildlife, including species such as elephants, giraffes, and antelopes, also inhabit the lower and mid-elevations, with the mountain's various ecosystems offering habitats for a wide range of plant and animal species. Kilimanjaro's cultural heritage is reflected in the art, music, and traditions of the people who live near the mountain. The Chaga people, in particular, have a deep connection to the mountain, as it provides both spiritual and material sustenance. Their traditional practices, such as farming and the cultivation of crops, have been passed down through generations and continue to shape their way of life. The mountain also serves as a source of pride for the people of Tanzania as a whole, as it represents the natural beauty of their country. In terms of modern development, Mount Kilimanjaro has become a vital component of Tanzania's tourism industry. It attracts thousands of climbers each year, with many visitors coming from across the globe to experience the thrill of reaching the summit. The local economy benefits from the influx of tourists, who contribute to the growth of the region's hospitality, transportation, and service industries. However, there are ongoing efforts to ensure that this tourism is managed sustainably, so that future generations can continue to experience the wonders of Kilimanjaro. Despite the challenges it faces, Kilimanjaro remains a source of inspiration and awe. Its towering peaks, diverse ecosystems, and rich cultural heritage make it a place of both natural and human significance. As the mountain continues to capture the imagination of those who seek to climb its heights or appreciate its beauty from afar, it stands as a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of the people who call it home. Kilimanjaro will likely remain a symbol of both Africa's natural beauty and the collective efforts needed to preserve and protect our planet's most precious landscapes. Mount Kilimanjaro's allure continues to transcend the world of adventure and exploration, drawing attention from a wide variety of fields, including scientific research, conservation efforts, and global environmental movements. Its position as the highest point in Africa places it at the intersection of many critical environmental studies, particularly those focused on climate change. Research conducted on the mountain's glaciers, ecosystems, and climate history provides valuable insights into the environmental transformations affecting not only the region but also the world at large. Kilimanjaro is often viewed as an indicator of climate change due to the visible and rapid retreat of its glaciers over the past century. The shrinking ice fields offer a stark, visible representation of the global trend of glacial loss in many regions, driven by rising global temperatures. In addition to monitoring the glaciers, scientists also study the mountain's unique ecosystems, which shift dramatically with elevation. These ecosystems serve as vital refuges for many endemic plant and animal species that could be highly susceptible to the effects of climate change. The diverse habitats found on Kilimanjaro support a range of flora and fauna, some of which are rare or endemic to the mountain itself. As the climate warms, many of these species are being forced to adapt or migrate to higher altitudes. These changes provide an opportunity for scientists to examine how species are responding to climate pressures and what conservation measures might be necessary to protect biodiversity in the future. This research is crucial, not only for understanding the impact of climate change on Kilimanjaro, but also for shaping broader conservation strategies across East Africa and beyond. In the realm of conservation, the importance of Mount Kilimanjaro is being increasingly recognized. While the mountain is protected within Kilimanjaro National Park, the surrounding regions face pressures from deforestation, agricultural expansion, and human activity. Conservation organizations and local communities are working together to protect the areas around the mountain, which provide critical ecological services such as water regulation and biodiversity conservation. Protecting these areas from further degradation is essential for maintaining the health of the mountain and the surrounding ecosystems. Efforts to combat illegal logging, promote sustainable agriculture, and support eco-friendly tourism have been crucial in ensuring that Kilimanjaro's natural beauty and resources are preserved. There has been an increasing emphasis on community-based conservation, which involves working with local populations to develop sustainable livelihoods that are in harmony with the environment. For example, ecotourism initiatives that educate visitors about Kilimanjaro's significance and promote responsible travel practices are helping to raise awareness about the mountain's ecological importance. In terms of tourism, Kilimanjaro remains one of the most popular trekking destinations globally. It offers trekkers the opportunity to summit Africa's highest peak without the need for technical mountaineering skills. However, this popularity has brought both benefits and challenges. While tourism provides economic opportunities for local communities, it also brings environmental pressures, such as waste management and the potential overuse of hiking routes. To address these concerns, there are strict regulations in place to ensure that trekking operations minimize their impact on the environment. For instance, climbers are required to use certified guides and porters, and camping sites are carefully managed to avoid environmental degradation. Moreover, there is growing recognition of the need to improve the safety and welfare of porters, who play a crucial role in supporting trekkers. Efforts are being made to ensure fair wages, proper equipment, and safe working conditions for these workers, who often face challenging conditions while helping climbers reach the summit. In response, organizations like the Kilimanjaro Porters Assistance Project, KPAP, advocate for better treatment of porters and help ensure that tourism in the region is sustainable and ethical. While Kilimanjaro's glaciers may continue to shrink, its role as an important natural and cultural landmark remains secure. The mountain continues to captivate the hearts and minds of those who visit, study, or simply admire it from afar. Its status as a global icon of natural beauty, human achievement, and environmental urgency only adds to its timeless appeal. Looking to the future, Mount Kilimanjaro will likely remain a focal point for discussions around climate change, environmental conservation, and sustainable tourism. The mountain's visibility in the global dialogue about the climate crisis makes it a powerful symbol of the need for action, not just for the protection of iconic landscapes, but for the preservation of the planet as a whole. As such, Kilimanjaro stands as a testament to the need for global cooperation in tackling the most pressing environmental challenges of our time. Ultimately, Mount Kilimanjaro is more than just a geographical landmark. It is a dynamic and multifaceted natural wonder that plays an integral role in the ecological, cultural, and economic life of the region. Whether viewed from the base, climbed by adventurous trekkers, or studied by scientists seeking to understand our changing planet, Kilimanjaro